Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my pregnancy update from 31 weeks through to nearly 35, but I'm gonna make it 34. I'm 34 weeks and 4 days today. 5 days. I'm 34 weeks and 5 days today. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this to 35 weeks since I'll be 35 weeks in like a day. So anyway, this is my pregnancy update. I have obviously skipped one, but I thought I would just include this all together in the same update. If you guys see me sort of like rocking or bouncing in this video, it's not on purpose. It's just I'm sitting on my ball because it is the most comfortable place for me to be right now. Because I got back pain, I got hip pain, and I got all the pain. So that's just what's most comfortable. I'm also wearing this headband, which is annoying the absolute bejeebus out of me, but it looks cute, so we're gonna go with it, and hope that it continues to hold out, because right now it's just slipping all over my head and driving me a little nuts. We're gonna go with it. Anyway, let's jump into the update. I've got my notes on my phone here of all the things I'm going to mention, because otherwise I will forget. So like I said, I am 34 weeks and 5 days. I'll be 34 weeks and 6 days tomorrow. So, and I am feeling 34 weeks and 5 days. I am very much so over this pregnancy. It is just, it's having a toddler and this pregnancy at the same time is really getting to me this time. I think with Lachlan, I never really got too bad until the very end when I was just over it completely. This time around I am really feeling it, and I don't know if it's because he is heavier or if it's because I have a toddler, and so I am feeling more exhausted, but who knows. He is also measuring a lot bigger than Lachlan ever did. Lachlan was always measuring small. This baby is measuring reasonably big at this stage, so that's sort of where we're at. He's somewhere between the 70th and the 85th or 86th percentile. I've had 2 ultrasounds, and between those two he's somewhere in the middle. So he you know, he's a decent sized baby. At 32 weeks he was measuring 2.1 or so kilos. I think that's what it was. And yeah, so that's reasonably big, which is around 4.5 pounds. So that was 3 weeks ago now. So I don't know how much he's grown, but I feel like it's a lot. I also feel like he's dropped a little bit. He's sitting very much so lower in my hips and in my back, and I'm really feeling that. That's why I'm sitting on a ball. I spend a lot of time on my ball when I can. However, it doesn't happen very often because, like I said, I have a toddler, and unfortunately he is going through the 18-month sleep regression. He's also had a cold, and he's also going through a developmental leap. So we're going through all of it at my house this week. He's with his grandma right now, and I'm sure he's either sleeping or having lots of fun. So I'm hoping both. But that's where he is, so that's why I can film this video. Alright, talking about my symptoms and what's been happening the past couple of weeks. At 32 or so weeks, I did have a hospital visit. It's my last one that I've had in a while, but basically I went to the bathroom and I noticed a small blood clot. If it's TMI, I'm sorry, but small blood clot in at the toilet. So I rang up my midwife and she said, let's go to the hospital, just check it all out. And I was only at the hospital for a couple hours. They did a check, you know, make sure there's no internal bleeding, nothing like that, make sure my placenta hasn't abrupted, anything like that. Everything came back perfectly normal. They're not sure what it's from, but they said just a once-off incident is perfectly fine. If it happens again, then they will be concerned and questioning. But otherwise I have been losing what I think is little bits of my mucus plug, which I did this with Lachlan too. It just came out in little stringy bits. Again, TMI, but slowly but surely it just came out, you know, over the course of until I went into labor. I never lost like a massive bit, and so I think it's pretty much the same sort of thing, just losing it slowly, as well as a lot of increased discharge, which is kind of gross. Another thing I've been getting, which I didn't really get with Lachlan, was really sore breasts. They are so sore and tender, very swollen. And like if Lachlan jumps on me or like headbutts me, I like cringe because they're really sore. I never got that with Lachlan, but then I don't know if it's because they're gearing up for breastfeeding, because I did breastfeed last time, and so they sort of probably know what they're doing this time. And so they've been really sore because of that, I think. But yeah, not been enjoying that. I've had to buy myself some more maternity bras, but I've had to buy myself some more supportive bras, not just the soft cut maternity ones, but like something with an actual little bit of support. Still maternity, still no wire, but something with a bit more support. Another thing that I'm noticing now is my rings officially don't fit. I've not been wearing my engagement rings for quite a while because my fingers go up and down and they would just get a bit stiff. But my wedding ring officially does not fit, so I've been wearing these rings, which are actually from Pandora. These were gifts from my husband for Valentine's Day. I think the set of the two cost him like $120 or $130. They're really inexpensive, but they look beautiful. And so this is the rings I've been wearing, and then I'll probably end up putting these back on my middle fingers because they're the ones that fit when I'm not pregnant, and I'll use them probably as breastfeeding rings, where I'll swap them each side depending on which side I fed on last. I've just been getting really uncomfortable. Like I'm really feeling pregnant. I have a full-on waddle at the moment. I guess he is sitting lower in my hips. My midwife did say he is sitting lower. He's not officially dropped, but he's not, you know, he's not engaged by any means, but he is lower in my stomach. I am feeling that. And because of that, I think my hips and my lower back are really taking that toll. I've also been getting a lot of heartburn and reflux, which is just murdering me. Basically, I don't eat dinner most nights because I just can't fathom eating food at that point. I might have like a piece of toast or a snack or something like that, but for the most part after dinner, like dinner time onwards, I'll have like a glass of milk and maybe like a dry biscuit or something. Like I just cannot fathom actually eating foods at dinner time. It sort of hits me about 3 or 4 o'clock every day, and it's just can't go there. So I've been eating my main meal as lunch for the most part, because I just, even small meals, which is what people recommend, even having small meals throughout the day just doesn't work. It hits me the same time. I've been taking Zantac. Zantac only does so much. It's super fun. I did have a midwife appointment since I last filmed. I had my midwife appointment at, it was 34 weeks. No, that was not true. 33 weeks or 32 and a half weeks, 3 weeks. And everything went well then. Baby was, like I said, he has dropped a little bit. He's sitting lower. He's not engaged though, which is fine because they say generally with your second pregnancy you will not engage until you go into labor. And that was the appointment that I actually had a full-on chat with my midwife about labor and what's happening, and sort of the process to go through, because obviously I had a very quick labor with Lachlan, and I wanted to know what process was going to take place with him. I went straight into 2 and 10 sort of contractions straight away, and he was born like 7 to 8 hours later, depending on when my, you know, you can count my first contraction. And so my midwife is concerned that I'm going to have a much quicker labor this time. She's already sort of prepped me that I will probably not be able to have an epidural, which is fine because I didn't get to use my epidural with Lachlan. But I have been practicing more calming breathing techniques, similar along the lines to hypnobirthing, but not quite. To be honest, we can't afford to go to hypnobirthing classes. That's just not in our budget at this stage. But I've been doing a little bit of reading, and to be honest, I wouldn't want to listen to the music or anything like that because that would just annoy me. I remember in labor, I just wanted to be quiet. But definitely the breathing techniques that they use in hypnobirthing, and I did also pick up some essential oils to help with birth and relaxing me, and, you know, calming essential oils. Those will all be included in my haul. But I'll leave the link for the kit that I bought in the description box down below. She's a lovely Australian mummy who makes birth kits, and she also does just your standard natural essential oils. I also got the okay from my midwife to use those oils before I started using anything, and I will have the okay from my midwife to start expressing from 37 weeks as well. So my midwife basically said she's happy if baby comes after 36 weeks, but obviously we want him to stay put till 37, and then he can make a clear exit because we are ready for him. As for other symptoms, a little bit of hot flashes, nothing crazy. It's winter here in Melbourne, so I don't get too hot, but if I do overdress, then I will get very hot very quickly. I've been wearing this same jumper. I have 3 of these. If you guys are wondering why I'm always wearing this jumper, I actually have 3 of them, because they're not maternity, they're really affordable and they all fit. Getting to that stage now where pretty much nothing fits. A lot of my maternity shirts are getting a bit too short, so I just wear mostly jumpers and maternity singlets, and or maternity tops and cardigans. There's not really a ton that fit. I've just got some yoga pants. They're just like home brand yoga pants, and that's my comfort levels. Otherwise, I don't really think there is much else to comment on in this sort of update. I have been obviously not sleeping very well. I am very uncomfortable. I'm at the point where if I have to roll over or move in my sleep, I have to wake up to do it, which is not super fun. I'm not enjoying that, because I'll be in one position, get a ton of hip pain on that side, have to wake up, roll over, sleep in another position, get a ton of hip pain on that side. It's just constant. I'm normally a tummy sleeper, so I just cannot seem to get comfortable, which is fine. As for baby updates, we have pretty much completely finished his room. It doesn't look like it because there's a washing line right there, and his cot, which is right here, is literally full of clothes. But it's all clothes that Lachlan has grown out of, and so I have to just vacuum seal them. And so for now they're in here because I can close the door and Lachlan can't get to them. So we actually are going to install our car seat this week. Getting there, which some people might think is too early, but at the same time, I have a toddler. It's whenever it's most convenient for us to do it, and also it's going to be hard as we get further and further along to find time. And we've also packed our hospital bags officially. I packed them sort of unofficially about a week or 2 ago, but I have recently sort of finalized packing them, and so they're pretty much done now, which is nice. So I will be doing a bunch of hospital bag videos coming up in the next couple weeks as well, because I'm going to be filming those today as well, as long as this battery holds out and I get the chance. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing that we did pick up this week, and like I said, I will be doing a full postpartum haul and stuff like that, and pregnancy haul and baby haul, because we picked up a few bits and pieces. But the one thing that I will show you guys, because I'm just looking at it right now, is we picked up this. And this is going to be Lachlan's present from the baby. So this was recommended by a lot of people, and it's basically when you have your second baby to give your first child a present from the baby. And so this is what we picked up Lachlan. If you guys don't know, Toys R Us is going out of business. It's been going out of business in Australia. I think it's gone out of business completely in the US. They're still shutting down here, but this was just sort of like the last truck toy I found on a shelf. My son loves trucks. He is 1.5, or nearly 1.5. He's 17 months. He loves trucks, he loves cars, all that sort of stuff, and so I thought this would be the perfect little gift to give to him from baby. So that's what I'll include in this video. I'm not going to include that in my postpartum haul or anything, but I did get that for him this week as well. So anyway, I've been rambling for like 15 minutes. It is time to say goodbye. I will insert a bump shot as per usual here, so you guys can see what the bump is looking like. It is feeling pretty huge. I'm not sure how huge it actually is, but it feels pretty huge to me. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you guys are new for all my new pregnancy, baby updates, and also when he comes, newborn updates. Like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jess. I have a 17-month-old, and I will be having another baby boy very soon, I guess, which is really exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.